we're back on another video analysis on the stocks market, and right here we are on Nasdaq 100, also known as the US Tech 100, and I'm going to show you how to analyze this stock market and how to make profit from this stock market, right? So let's get on with it. So the first step we're going to follow right here is to check out the 1 hour time frame. That's the most important step for us to follow. We check the 1 hour time frame, and we can see here on the 1 hour time frame here at this point that this market is currently at the overbought level, and the market is still buying at this point. Okay, so the next step we want to do right here is to put in our indicators, right? I always show you indicators. We're going to put on the RSI and the MACD indicator. First of all, we're going to put on the RSI indicator just to level our trade for the overbought and the oversold level. So put on the RSI, which is the relative strength index. Put it on period 14. You apply it to close. The level is going to be on 90 and 10. The style is going to be on 4 pixels, while you set the color to red right here. Then the line is going to be on this middle one right here. Then you click on done. The style right here, you put it on 4 pixels. The color is going to be on blue with this first line here. Then you click on done. All right, now this is the two levels. Here at this point is the level of 90. Here it's the level of 10. So basically this is how we can know the overbought and the oversold level. If you see at this point right here, this is at the overbought. When you trace it to this point right here, you can see that this market is currently at the overbought level, so you know what to do on this market, right? So the next indicator which we're going to be using is the MACD indicator. We put the MACD right here. We put the fast EMA on 14, the slow EMA 24, the MACD SMA 10. Then the main is going to be on 4 pixels. The signal is going to be on 4 as well. Then the color is going to be on red on the signal. The main, the color is going to be on black. Then you put this line here at this first one right here. Then you apply to close. Then you click on done. All right. So the next step, I'm going to draw this line. Okay, I'm going to draw our object line upwards at this point right here. Okay, then we'll copy another one of that and we'll take it upwards at this point right here. All right, and what we're seeing here, this is a bullish pattern. So this market has been currently buying for a particular period of time, and right here the next step is that this market is going to sell, because if we zoom out a little bit, and we can see from this point right here, this market started buying from this point right here. The market started to buy here onto this point, and you can see that this market has been buying for a long period of time. So the next step is for the market to sell. All right, that is how this market works. It always buys and sell, and we can see here that this market has gotten to the overbought level, and whenever the market gets to the overbought, the market will always buy. And here at this point, this is this MACD here, right? This MACD is this black line here. When it gets to this level of 90, this level of 90 signifies the overbought region. All right, so when price gets to the level of 90, right here, we can see that if we trace it upwards, here is the overbought. That is when the market began to sell. Take a look at it. If we zoom in a little bit here, the market got to this point here and it started selling. You can see now, if we draw this our object line here at this point, we can see that this market began to sell. Take a look. The market began to sell at this point. Now, if you trace it upward here, it's when they get to the level of 10, the level of 90. It goes to the level of 90 at this point, right? And it began to sell at this point, and you can see the pattern which the market is following. Now, if we put on the moving averages just to confirm this analysis, I'm going to put the moving average real quick. All right, the moving average on period 200 shift 0. The method is going to be exponential while apply to close. All right, then the style is going to be on 2 pixels. The color is going to be on purple, but you can use any color you choose, or as long as you know what you are doing on the market. Then you click on done. Okay, now take a look. If you see, you can take a look at this moving average right here. You can see that it's going, is the structure which follows the pattern. You can see now it went upwards at this point. Now it's going downwards again. It's going to go downwards again. Take a look at it. just as it was here. It went upwards, then it began to curve downwards. If you take a look, sell, it started to sell, you can see, right? It began to sell. So the same step, you can see at this point right here, the go upward, then it's going downwards back again. So this is to tell you guys that this market next step is to sell. So if you are trading, and remember that we always confirm our entry at the higher time frame. All right, if you are trading on the 1 minute time frame, you confirm your entry at the higher time frame, such as the 1 hour time frame. You check how the market condition is at the 1 hour time frame before going back to the 1 minute time frame to place your entries if you are a 1 minute trader. Okay, so at this point right here, if you are the 1 hour time frame, you could place a sell. All right, you could place a sell and wait for the market to start to sell. You could place a sell probably at a point like this. You could place a sell and you can put your stop loss above. All right, you can put your stop loss above, or you could wait after placing a sell, and or you could wait until the market starts selling, then you follow that pattern of sell, because anything that makes this market start to sell, the market will sell. Because like here, anything that make the market start selling, showing the green candle, is going to sell, right? It's going to follow that same pattern again, because this market is at the overbought region. So now let's go back to the 1 minute time frame to see how this market condition is right here. Okay, now we can see that on the 1 minute time frame, the market right here is currently at this point right here. At this point here, the market is buying at this point, all right? And even the MACD, when it got to the point, the market still sold. To show you guys how accurate this indicator is right here, how accurate, take a look at this. At this point, trace it upwards here, you can see when it got to this point, the market began to sell. So whenever the MACD gets to the level of 90, the market will always sell. It's like a fixed kind of something, it always sell, all right? But you know that it won't always work all the time, because sometimes the market will go the opposite direction. But we can see that this it's actually working perfectly. Even at this point here, at the level of 90, trace it up here, you see that the market began to sell. At this point, the market sold from here downwards to this point right here. It sold. Take a look at this point. All right, so what we're seeing right here is that the market is buying right now. Okay, the market is buying, and on the 1 hour time frame, the market is buying, but it's at the overbought level. And at this point right here, the market is at the support zone, just as we are seeing right here, and it's not a very good opportunity for you to place a buy. Now for some people, some persons that trade on the 1 minute time frame, once they see that this market is buying, and they will want to follow the buying structure, which is the bullish pattern, and that would result in a losing trade. All right, that will result in a losing trade if you do not do a proper analysis at the market. All right, if you don't do a proper analysis on the market and you saw that this market is buying and you just place a buy. So let's assume that I just enter into the market right here and I saw that this market is buying at this point, and I immediately place a buy at this point, and boom, immediately after placing a buy, the market began to sell, just as we're seeing right here. All right, the market began to sell. This means that I didn't check the 1 hour time frame. Okay, I didn't check the 1 hour time frame. All right, now you can see how powerful technical analysis is. Okay, so this is how you should analyze your trade perfectly before placing an entry. All right, you want to analyze your trade perfectly before placing an entry to avoid losses on your trade. So as a trader, what you should be doing, right, is to first of all plan your strategy. You plan your strategy perfectly so that you won't have a losing trade. Okay, then when you plan your strategy, you calculate the amount of lot size you want to use on your market. All right, so when I'm trading, I normally use about 1 to 2% of my account to trade. All right, and I think I count about 5 to 10 pips at a time when I trade. So what you should do is, first of all, plan your strategy, analyze your market structure, then calculate the amount of lot size. So the amount of lot size you use, that will determine the amount of profit and loss you will have on the market. So as a trader, you should always do your calculations perfectly. Do not always enter into the market without doing proper analysis and calculations on your trade, so that you don't have a losing trade. All right, now you can see at this point this market is buying, but on the 1 hour time frame, this market right here, it's at the overbought, and this market will sell. Okay, the market is going to drop down in price movement. We're seeing a buy and a sell, a buy and a sell, just like that, following a downward trend structure. Okay, following a downward structure. Now going back to the previous trends right here on the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour time frame, you can see at this point here, the market, at this point the market bought up to this point before it began to sell. And if you trace it down, you can see that it got to the overbought here, level of 90 on the MACD and the RSI line, the MACD and the RSI line, before it began to sell. At this point, before it began to sell, got up to this point before it began to sell. You can see that. Okay, and here you place your order block. At this point, you place your order block here, just as you can see. At this point here, you place your order block for a sell. Okay, place your order block at this point for a sell position, and you, at this point, okay, trace it downwards, you get to the level of 90, you trace it upwards. At this point, you place your order block here. At this point here, your order block right here, then you start selling, the market starts selling from this point, and you know that this is your position here of which you sold the market at this point, and you made a profit from here. You made a profit from here to this point before the market bought again. The market sold up to this point before he retested for a buy, and when it got to this point, he started selling again. So whenever you're on the market and you saw that this market is at the region at this point, probably at the overbought, right? Even though the MACD is not giving a signal that the market is at the overbought, always know that the market will sell because it is at this position. So this zone is the overbought zone. However, the market will sell at any point in that position. Okay, even you are at the first, second or third zoom level, always know that the market will drop in price movement. All right, and before you are trading, always plan the type of trade you want to be doing on the market. If you want to be doing swing trading or scalping trading, all right, jot it down first. Plan it. If you're going to be scalping the market, taking some more advantage of price movement each from the market before you place your entries, so that you can know the strategies to follow. Okay, so that you can know the strategies to follow, so that you don't end up losing your trades. All right, so I believe after watching this video, you found value in this video. If you found value, do well to like and subscribe to the channel, the Daily Forex, for more awesome trading tips and strategies. I'll see you guys on the next trading analysis.